Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Do 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom and open we'll meet again. Boom. Ding dong, ding dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Oh, whoa, whoa, pip. A bip, a dip. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life.
How's it going, everybody? We've got a pretty sweet project in the shop today. Our customer Ken brought us his 1953 Chevy 210. It's a four-door car, and it's got, I believe it's the 235 inline six, but don't quote me on that. The car's got a couple of issues. It's got a pretty bad oil leak, and he thinks it's coming from the rear main, so we're probably going to pull the motor today and get that figured out before we start on anything else. But he also has a dual carburetor and dual exhaust manifold for it, both from Fenton, and we're going to be installing those as well. And we're going to put a full 2-inch stainless exhaust on this thing with some mufflers and rolled tips. So it's going to turn out really, really cool. I'm really excited to be working on this thing. But yeah, this car is just kind of a time capsule. It hasn't been touched. Everything is factory. And Ken's got a really, really cool story about the car, and hopefully we can get him to do like a little interview about it and tell you guys the story on it, because it's just awesome. Let's get to it. Gonna get this thing propped up on jack stands and hopefully get this motor and trans out tonight. We can do it. Yeah, we can do it.
All right, so these old 6-cylinders, they use a rope seal, and typically
On the rear main right here.
Yep. Typically, you'd actually drop the crank and
the pan and
pack
all that.
it.
Yep.
You pack it in and stuff like that.
We just let this thing run for like a minute and a half. It is completely dry, but it started leaking oil really bad right here. And so we're looking up in here, and we are dripping oil. I mean, something terrible out that cover. So we're gonna
just saw it drip.
Yep.
It's about to drip down right there, I think.
So there's our oil leak, which is great news for Ken.
Yeah, he's gonna be happy.
Yep. Try and give you guys a better look here. I don't know, but the rear main definitely is not leaking. There's our leak right there, boys and girls.
We'll probably pull that cover off.
Yeah.
And reseal the whole cover.
Yeah, maybe see if there's a gasket we can get for it or something.
Yep. And then probably run it and
Yeah.
go from there. Well, we'll probably do that. Do our carburetor and exhaust system stuff.
Oh, right, yep.
And then go from there.
Now I know some of these cars, actually I think all these cars from factory had the fender braces. They go this way, and a lot of people online complain that the dual carb setup interferes with that, but this car doesn't seem to have them, so we should be in the clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as for this, like I said, Fenton makes a dual exhaust manifold and a dual carburetor intake for these things. So it should pep it up a little bit. When people put exhaust on these things, they actually sound really good.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah. And the way we have it planned out, it's gonna be a full stainless dual exhaust system.
Yeah.
And we got some stainless glass packs and stuff for it. I think it's gonna sound really cool. We're gonna do the tips out the back, kind of classic style. Should turn out really cool.
Rolled tips.
Yep, rolled tips. Which that stuff's not here yet. Should be here tomorrow.
Yeah. And we have the carburetor. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yep.
The new carburetor.
Ordered some brand new carburetors, and
These ones are. I'm actually surprised at how well this thing runs with how rich it seems to be running. And
yeah, it runs really rich, but
we've clearly got.
yeah, we've got a pretty bad fuel leak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fires right up though, runs really, really good. We got a little bit of coolant leak here too. I think it's just the cap though, I hope. Yeah. Still a 6-volt system?
It actually could be the tube.
Yeah, it could be the tube. But this car is just unbelievable. I mean, just a time capsule.
All original.
All original.
I think Ken has a guy that he was gonna
Do some upholstery stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of history with this car.
Got a little bit of driving video down the road.
Yeah.
It drives exactly how you'd expect, like a typical 1950 car to drive. Really, it's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
I'd say it's kind of like driving a semi, like a 90, 91, 379 Peterbilt, like at today's standards. Like,
but it's not scary.
It's got a little bit of play in the steering, but you're not triple steering it.
Yeah. Underpowered.
One hand cruising all the way here.
Yeah. Well, let's try and get that side cover off and get this thing fixed. All right. Well, gasket looks really good. The cover looks really good.
We cleaned it off, but
yeah, but we cleaned it up. So I think we're just gonna try to seal it back up and see if that fixes it. I know these side covers are kind of notorious for leaking too. So I don't know. Shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we don't have to pull the motor out and do the rope seal. Rope seal's kind of a pain, but
it doesn't look like it's leaking. I think we're in the clear.
I think so too.
So.
Well, we got this far and realized we didn't have any gaskets. Where do we go? Gonna head down to Speedway. It's about a 45-minute drive from here. Got that manifold all made up. It'll clear e-brake here now, so that's what we need.
Now, if you've ever been to or ordered from Speedway Motors, you would know that it's just like a Jigs or Summit Racing, and it's the closest local speed shop to us. Located in Lincoln, Nebraska, it was originally opened in 1952 and has been there ever since. There's also sort of a local tradition that involves burnouts whether you're coming or leaving. We figured we would embrace that today. Alright, so the fuel line setup we had for these carburetors wasn't going to work. When Ken bought this manifold and exhaust manifold that came with a dual carburetor fuel line kit, and they just weren't the right size for these carburetors, so we're going to have to change it all to AN. So this is what we have for it. Got some nice black AN fittings. Some nice fuel line. We figured that would look a little more period correct for the car. So yeah, let's get her done.
Put my elbow on one.
What?
It's not very straight.
I had to kick it off, or else it would have been like right here.
Not looking from here.
Oh yeah.
You sure about that?
Yep.
Come looking from my angle.
Well, I'm the fucking professional.
All right. Well, it's professionally fucked up.
It's funny that you think that. You know, they did it on purpose.
I don't know, chat. What do you think?
Getting flamed in the chat. Who's the chat right now? Just you?
It's fucking me.
First thoughts?
Looks pretty good. It's not as quiet as I thought it was going to be. And you know, it's really, really windy out today.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty bad.
It pushes so far around pretty good. But not as loud as I thought it would be. It's
Yeah.
not too bad.
It might be kind of what he's looking for.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
manual steering on this old girl.
It actually doesn't do that bad though. Like
No, it's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
I get it.
All right, show us how to shift one of these race cars.
So, up
That's second gear.
is second.
Yep.
And then straight down is third.
Yep.
Pulls really well, even at low RPM.
Yeah. Just lugs along.
Yeah.
It actually has like twice the amount of power I figured it would. You know, I just felt like it would just like not move. Sweet.
See how she looks under the hood.
Okay. We just took it for first test drive.
Well, I don't know if we mentioned this gasket that we had got for this.
So yeah, let's kind of explain that.
This is a
So the way Ken explained it to me when we were talking about the gasket was those are still the original gaskets he put on this thing when he built it.
yeah.
They're the cork gaskets, and they were still in really good shape, like really, really good shape. But
Yeah.
let's see if I can zoom in. There is a pinhole.
Yeah, you can see it plain as day.
Plain as day. Yep, there it is. That's our oil leak. So we got this really nice. What is that? What's the gasket company called?
They're out of Tennessee. It's called Real Gaskets.
Real
And
Gaskets.
they make these really, really nice gaskets that are fiberglass reinforced.
Yep.
They call them the ultimate silicone fiberglass reinforced gaskets. And They make them for plethora of different things.
Yep.
They're really big in aviation, actually.
Yeah.
They make a lot of aviation gaskets.
I mean, it seemed like they made every single small block Chevy gasket.
Yeah.
Fucking carburetor gaskets,
Cummins,
you know.
timing cover gaskets,
Yeah.
small pan gaskets.
So, you know, really, we this is the first one we've ever dealt with, and I'd say we recommend them so far.
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
By far a better design than the stock gasket that was on it,
yeah,
you know.
100%.
So, but we're gonna take that cover off or get a JB welded up, and then the oil leak will stop.
Yeah.
We also have another oil leak, which will be rectified today. We have an 8th engine PT swivel fitting here, and as you can see, can't really see it well on video, but there's a crack right there. So that's another one of our main oil leaks right there. So we're gonna get this thing all squared up, and we have a little bit more throttle linkage stuff to do. It likes to hang just a little bit open, so we're gonna put a spring on it, and other than that, I don't think
go back
there's.
to Ken and he's gonna love it.
Yep.
We might, well, depending on Ken,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a part 2 of this car. And he's gonna kind of talk about it and his story and how he acquired it,
Right.
the things that he's done to it, and all that stuff.
Yep. Yep. So, but this is pretty much the finished product. You know, the fuel lines turned out awesome. The throttle linkage was actually pretty difficult to figure out. But the linkage actually turned out to be bent underneath, and
Yeah, Ken, this car had full throttle, and I bet a long
nope,
time.
it was like half throttle maybe at the max. So we fixed that, and then it was actually pretty straightforward. But really couldn't be happier with how this turned out. It runs. I mean, it runs and drives
When you started
perfect.
doing it, that was no choke, right?
Right, no
That
choke.
just fired right up.
Yep.
Of course,
That was
it's
just hit the key.
50, 59, 60 degrees in here.
Yep.
In the shop, but
Yep.
yeah.
Nope, he's gonna love it, without a doubt. So there's where their pinholes come from. Looks like it just corroded from the inside and slowly made its way out. But we got this nice new chrome cover on here. She's a hot rod now. Ken really liked the idea of getting a chrome cover too.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty excited.
So now we're just gonna run through the valves because the engine's pretty ticky. They all seem pretty good, but I don't know. We'll see what's going on.
And there's a couple of them that
Yeah. That one back there seems kind of loose.
I'm gonna turn it over for soon.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Say hi to the camera, Rick.
Yeah, what's up, camera? All you people in what, Facebook land?
YouTube land.
YouTube land?
Yep. Well, that really concludes the 53 build. I know he's got a couple more things he wants us to do to it. I know the blinkers don't work. It needs some column parts and other miscellaneous stuff, but let's get her home.